Password accepted. Welcome to the extras. Final night. So. Characters room. Welcome to the character selection. You interact with each character to read their description. Some NPC's description are from the Regretevator wiki, by the way. Lily. Lily is the only visitor that survived from getting possessed and killed from Pale-Skin Koishi. She's a kind person and likes to be nice to everyone. Lily was trapped in the unknown floor since the closed down and remains down there until she got rescued by Jack, Apollo, and Buddy Doob. Alright. Let's read everyone's description. Jack. Jack is a neutral and confident man who will focus on completing the task and also good at surviving. He used to walk under the underground facility before escaping to the surface. He got another job as a watcher duty and quit after realizing it was a trap set by Pale-Skin Koishi. And now he has a job at Regretevator building during the close down for a week. His job is to assist all NPCs and make sure the place is okay for the reopening. Paulo. Paulo is a nervous and neutral person who always wanted to try and help people as much as he could. He lives with yokai from Gensokyo during his lives at home. He's still trying to figure out how to stop KKHTA Koishi for good with Kid and Koishi and Yukari. Now he's being tasked by Yukari to go to the Regretevator building to assist Jack with his job. After he finished the job, Paulo wonders why Yukari wanted him to assist Jack. Was it because she wanted us to look for one specific visitor? She just wanted them to have a break from what they've been through. Putty Noob, also known as Putty Noob. Pub is a happy-go-lucky individual with a lot of motor session for partying. Putty Noob always tasks Paulo and Jack to help out 4 NPCs on each day, and they come up with an idea how to cheer everyone up with a party on the day before the reopening. It was a success and everyone was happy in the end. Marie. Marie is a anxious, friendly individual who seems to be very close with some of the NPCs. She was being repaired and revived by Matsu after her father killed her once. She likes to hang out around the pet capture deluxe floor, taking care of all the pets on that floor from Ozzy. However, because of the food she gave them, all pets turned into a blue flame. But after Jack managed to turn them to normal, she captured them all. She managed to turn them back to normal. Lampert. Lampert has a huge hatred for Jones and likes to stay clean and organized. During the opening day, the possessed visitors threw him into the cage and locked him in, but he was later rescued by Jack. He also helps with providing a bit of a light source in the darkness as well. Infected acts like a stereotypical skater boy, as well as being a walking reference to classic Roblox internet humor, and speaking only on Let's Speak. Infected would normally spread his infection everywhere as he goes, but during that time he was wearing a protection gear which prevents his infection from spreading. Despite that, the possessed visitors locked him in a cage in his floor and got rescued by Jack, Polly, and Maria afterwards. Mozzie. Mozzie is generally kind to others, speaking in a formal if slightless manner. She can be very cold when angered and will not hesitate to say something rude if she thinks it's true. Muzzy is also known to be the best cook in the regular building. After the visitors ate all her food, she needs to cook a new one, but can't do it alone. So she asked Jack, Paulo, and Marie for assistance. It was successful, and she had a new food ready for the reopening. She also cooked food for the party as well. Stat. Stat is very nervous and would rash towards others, never mincing words when she speaks to them. She values her own survival over everything else. After her home was being destroyed in an unknown event, she now lives in her domain in the regular building. After the possessed visitors destroy Sam and deactivates it, she becomes sad again because she's unable to get Sam to activate again. Until Jack, Paulo, and Marie show up out of her floor. She tries to get them out of the floors before Jack yells at her to stop and says they're here to help. In the end, Jack manages to fix Sam with the toolbox and activates it again. Instead, decided to trust him afterwards. Mannequin Muck. Mannequin Muck is usually a friendly, well-meaning construction worker. They like to build with wooden materials. After the possessed visitor destroyed all the obstacle courses on Stanley's office floor, he needs to rebuild them, but he needs to build materials from the storage, which is full of holes. So he sent Jack to get it for him before the storage room was being flooded with cement, which he managed to get successfully. Walter. Walter is a construction worker that mainly builds with concrete and bricks and is obsessed with drinking wet cement. Walter is a well-meaning, polite, and extremely formal in his speech. After the possessed visitor destroyed the basement and the flat grass floor, Walter needs to rebuild it, but he doesn't have enough energy to do it. So he asks Jack to get him wet cement so he can have energy to rebuild the basement, which he managed to get done very quickly after Jack gave him the wet cement. Guppy. Guppy is again a world general on its home planet. They are loud, egotistical, and towards others, thinking themselves superior to everyone else. After they got thrown into the other world inside the crystal by possessed visitors, they are trapped in there, and all thing they can do is deliver the message to the two-stud camp and hope someone reads it. In the end, they were being rescued out of there by Jack, Paulo, and Marie. Guppy chose to stay in the two-studs camp after that. Prototype. Prototype is a curious and happy character with them rarely displaying negative emotions. He runs the Find the Path floor and had to improve the floor after the possessed visitors decided to cheat their way to the other side. Jack, Paulo, and Stat decided to be a volunteer and test out the new system for him, and it just works fine. Babe. Babe is an extremely paranoid conspiracy theorist. She believes she's being hunted by a corrupt government staff entirely by circus clowns for what she knows. During the time she's in the regular building, she always carried a paper of classified information. That is, until the possessed visitors stole it and left it in the funny maze. Thankfully, Jack, Paulo, and Stat managed to retrieve all the papers back while avoiding Scary Mike in the maze. Scary Mike. Scary Mike is an NPC that isn't friendly at all. It roams around the funny maze and kills anyone that comes into contact with. Best to avoid it. Reddy. Reddy is an electronic being created to retain customers in Reddy's underground flow. Reddy's programmed to only respond to so it can't be talked like a normal person. One day, the visitors decided to throw Reddy into the basement in the lobby and locked it in there, until it's eventually brought back to the stage by Jack, Paulo, and Stat. Split. Split is friendly in personality, usually trying to make others laugh with her puns. She runs the Split floor, but after the possessed visitors destroyed her obstacle course, she decided to make a new show to replace it, the quiz show to be exact. Paulo decided to be a volunteer to a quiz show, and it went well. Dr. Retro. Dr. Retro is a friendly, happy NPC who takes her job as a doctor seriously. often concerning herself with the help of others. She only speaks in cat noise as well, while Jack and Paulo is unable to stand her. Other NPCs can. During the close down, she runs the gumball machine floor and manages to fix the gumball machine after the possessed visitors destroy it. Pest. Pest is a loner and doesn't wish to make friends do. He often denies it when mentioned. Pest also likes stealing coins from visitors, which leads him to having a bag of coins with him all the time until it's stolen by possessed visitors. His bag of coins was in the drain next to him, but he couldn't get it back himself, so he stays there until someone helps him get it back, which he got it back in time with the help of Mozzie. Stag. Stag is a gamer who is obsessed with activities such as floppy disk and albums. It likes crude oil and dust. She's also silly and happy, playful, but usually saying things that can make others angry, but you don't say it at all in this case. Whenever she was in her shop, her 10 floppy disks got stolen by possessed visitors. She then asked Jack, Pollard, and Muzzy to get it back for her, which they did. Splod! Splod is extremely reserved and shaky character. They often seem to be afraid of most things and often try to avoid confrontation. They also are the one that got experimented on by Gumpy, which caused them to have hatred towards Gumpy. They are another NPC who got thrown in the war inside the crystal by the possessed visitors before being eventually rescued by Jack, Paulo, and Staten. Mech. Mech runs multiple flows, such as Wheel of, Wall of, Hall of, and Office of. The previous three I'm scared of. During the close down, she spent her time in Office of Flow doing paperwork. She also carries a big red hammer, which was stolen by the possessed visitors that time, but later got it back with the help of Jack and Paulo. Folly. Folly is intensely cruel and will often fantasize about killing others or bring up traumatic events that happen to them. However, she had no idea what Paulo and Jack had been through, so she can't say anything about it. Folly also tries to torture Jack and Paulo by making them go through her attacks for a long time until they ran out of stamina because they thought she were the possessed visitors that somehow survived all attacks like it was nothing. Luckily, Stab managed to stop Fall from killing Jack and Paulo. Bubby. Bubby is a gloomy dungeon clown. Bubby constantly looks down on himself, has low self-esteem, and are easily frightened. Mech always protects and looks for Bobby until Mech is able to return Bobby back to the homeland. Bobby is the last NPCs that got trapped in the crystal trapped in the water inside the crystal by possessed visitors before they got rescued by Jack and Paulo. No. No is a Hellbot role. It's operated by a hive mind and uses the pronoun we to refer to itself. No usually have a data info of all NPCs and flows, but the data about flows were being wiped out by the possessed visitors, so they asked Jack and Paulo to rate them to every flood so they can recollect the data about each flow's back. Lily. I already read about this, but we're gonna read it again. Lily is the only visitor that survived from getting possessed and killed by Koishi's Kanada's heart-throbbing adventure, Koishi. She's a kind person and likes to be nice to everyone. Lily was trapped in the unknown flows since the close down, and she remains down there until she got rescued by Jack, Paulo, and Ponydale. Developable Contrary Room. Welcome to the Developer section. You can interact with the developer of this game to read about their comment on making this game. Hello, my name is Pollard94. As you already know, I'm the creator of this game. Yes, this entire game was made by me only, with some advice from the Reddit creator community. Ever since I got interested with the Reddit community, I decided to try making a Reddit creator game, fan game. My first idea was about the game that allows you to interact and help the NPCs in the story. It's an RPG game that does not involve battle or farming. That is when I decide to start using RPG Maker 3xA's program to the fullest, and game is my first test. I started developing this game since around March 2025. I managed to get it fully done on May 2025, which is a total of 2 months. Was it worth it? That depends on the players who play my game. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for playing, and I hope you enjoyed my first RPG Maker game. Also, be sure to check out my other games on GameJolt and HIO as well. Also, if you're one of the person who's been in my community for years now, then thanks for sticking around until now. I promise I'll keep on making more games for everyone to enjoy as much as I can. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Don't forget to check out the original creator on Roblox as well. They're the reason why this game exists. Thank you, Paula. Behind the scenes room. Welcome to behind the scenes section. You can interact with the book up on the table to see behind the scenes stuff. There isn't much because Dev didn't really have much behind the scenes stuff to show. All character sprites were made using Photoshop. Before I start walking on each day in game, I had to draw the character sprites that I need for that day first. Using the template makes it easier to draw, but some characters are quite difficult to draw. It usually takes around 5 to 15 minutes to draw each character. RPG Maker 3xAce is the main program I use to make this entire game. I need to brainstorm ideas for each NPC's task and also for building each map. Some of the maps in the crystal are generated by the engine itself, and some are free maps the engine already have for you. Making dialogue for the story is quite a challenge as well, and I don't have much experience with it yet. That's all I have to say. Bonus content room. Welcome to the bonus content section. You can interact with the elves on the table to view bonus content like the pictures used in game and a secret cutscene. Hello, Aya. Oh, hello, Yukari. What do you need? Do you think you can make a newspaper about the place called Regretevator? I never heard of that place before. Why all of a sudden? It's kinda urgent. Urgent? What about? Is it about that other Koishi? Kinda. Let me explain then. Recently, I discovered that the KKHTA Koishi was last seen at Regretevator place. There's a lot of people outside, and she was there too. Before I got to see what happened next, I got out of there because she almost saw me. What did you see at least? Just a bunch of visitors and her, that's all I see. However, amongst them, I knew there was one person I knew, and she would be very important later on. If we can get her somehow. Right now, the place is unclosed now, and there's no sign of anyone coming out of the building either. Don't worry. I already know a lot about that place. Should be enough to make a newspaper about it. So, what kind of newspaper do you want me to make about that place? Well, a few minutes later. Employee of the month? Is that necessary? I mean, from my research, there is a position for the muff in that place. So, what are you going to do with it now, and how is this going to stop stopping KKHTA Koishi. Doesn't help with stopping KKH Koishi, but it helps with getting the person I need. And I know who exactly to send this to. And I'll be sure to get Paulo into this as well. I'm sure those two can handle it. Huh? Who's knocking on my door? Oh, there's nobody out there. What's this? Regulator place is looking for a single employee to look after the place during the close down. Well, I'm not sure how this got here, but I need a job, so might as well do it. Not sure what this place is about, but I hope it's not a trap. Well, that's gonna do it for A Week at Regretevator. Thank you, Paulo94, for making this game, and see you guys next time.